Hey, hello everyone. Hey, welcome to the Black Man Unfiltered Network. Hey, listen, we're gonna keep it light today, and I know we got to wait for some more folks to pile in this thing. And I think by now most people are familiar with the Pop the Balloon show. There's been copycats, and some the one I'm gonna show you is a lot more organized than some of them that's all over YouTube. But this particular show, because I don't really watch it, so this particular show caught my eye because there was a particularly impressive young lady that came up, and we'll talk about her a little later. But I was interested in seeing how the men reacted to her, whether they were a little bit intimidated by her and her responses back to them. And I think it would be interesting, as we go through it, maybe in 3-minute increments. So to talk about it, kind of dissect what we see on the screen. So I thought it was pretty cool. But the sister I took this from, and it's a fair use situation, her name is Arlette Amuli. That's I believe it's, so she's pretty cool. So she's got a nice little channel going, and her organization with this Pop the Balloon is pretty good. So I think we could have fun with this. I see you over there, Earl Owens. You're saying, I know. I don't know. I guess, do you watch it? I don't know if you watch it or no. You could participate and or just put your comments in the chat. See what you think about these guys as we go through it, this particular episode. So, I'm not going to jump right into it, but we can kind of wait and chop it up a little bit. I have two ladies, though, we're going to show. The first lady was the impressive one. The second lady was impressive in her own right, but the guys' reactions to her was a lot different than they were to the first lady. Some of it had to do with her profession, but both of the ladies were, stacked and ready to go. And so I think it would be interesting to look at these reactions now. Are these reactions authentic? Was it stage acting? I don't know. I don't care. I think they're pretty authentic, in how they're responding to the women, and the moderator or the lady who was facilitating this, it does a pretty good job. So I like it. So now what I want to really do is as we get going, if anybody wanted to come up while we go through some of the tape, the video, that's fine. We don't have to wait to the end, because after each increment, I'm gonna probably stop and have some commentary. And if you have some commentary at the time, I'll let you chime in before we continue the tape. Hey, Embrace the Grace, how you doing? Listen, this is not just for the fellas. You could pop up too if you wanted to, if you could. So how you doing? Okay, so let me just kind of say a little bit more about the first part of this, okay? Because I'm gonna taint the jury pool, and I'm doing it on purpose. So the sister comes out. Hey, Big Ant, how you doing? Sister comes out, and she's impressive at first look. She's very impressive, and you could rate her yourself between whatever 1 and 10. But once she starts talking, you got to add a point. That's how impressive she was. Once she opened her mouth, you automatically add a point. If you thought she was a 5, once she started talking, she was a 6. If you thought she was a 7, you might not want to give her an 8, but you damn sure got to give her a 7.5. That's what I'm saying. That's how impressive she was. And as she started going down the line, talking to these dudes, their reaction, I thought was pretty nice. So, and for this show, like I said, we're going to try to keep it light, because I know we get into some good topics here. And, this topic here is a light one, right? It's that balloon show. Next week, we're going to go back to being serious. Of course, I have to always bring something serious. And I kind of highlighted that. I'm going to highlight that again at the end of this particular show. So, hey, so whoever's coming in, I usually get a late crowd coming in anyway, because I know the time is 7 Eastern. I know since I'm retired, I'm home already. And a whole bunch of you folks are, rushing home, and traffic and, weather and, trying to make ends meet and all that kind of stuff. I did my time, so I'm sitting here waiting on you guys, which is cool. I don't mind doing it. I put my 38 years in of working for the man, keeping America safe for democracy and all that kind of stuff, so I always tip my hat for for helping keeping you guys safe, and all I get is all kinds of ridicule for how old I am. But that's okay. That's all right. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, I see. I ain't bragging, Big Ed. I ain't bragging. I'm just trying to let you guys know how much I appreciate the fact that I can be here, and that my days are 24/7. I go to sleep when I want. I wake up when I want. I do all those kind of things because my whole life is now one big residual income, and which is cool. My wife likes that too, but she's still working, by the way. And I kind of relish the fact that she rolls out of bed and I'm still rolling over. And I try to get her to retire. She don't want to. She's doing her labor of love at the church, so that's good for her. As long as she's the H word, and making herself H word, I don't have any problem with it. I don't have any problem. She's doing the Lord's work, I'm gonna try to piggyback off of her anyway to try to get in. Some people tell me I can only get by myself, but you know what? I'm gonna make a deal. Anyway, Black David, if you're back there, we don't have to. I mean, it's kind of early, man. Give it another couple of minutes before we play. Yeah. Before you start it, though, why don't we just? Oh, you gotta move it, man. It's just too far in, man. You got to go back to 13. Hold on for a second. I'll tell you when it started. You got the thing. You got to go back to 1613. Yeah.
I'm already on 1613. That's the problem. The marker is on 1613.
No, I think, I think if you, maybe it is. You got to go back then. Are you on my
How
video
far back?
or wait? Are you on my video or on the original video?
On the link you gave me.
I
You
gave you two
successful black
links.
woman. Yeah, you gave me two links. Get to the first one. Do black
Yeah,
successful.
go to the second link where it says clip. I think the one says episode 6. Pop the balloon.
This right here.
Yeah. We got I think that's it. You got to go to
What time
16,
now?
1613.
On this one? Okay.
Yes.
Then we go down to 16.
Yeah. That's good enough, man. That's good enough right there. That's good enough right there. So we're recording. So this is the same link we're going to use for all the videos.
Time.
Once you click it, I guess it'll go back, right? All right. Well, let's get it started.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. We can have your name.
I'm Serenity.
Ready.
Serenity, how old are you?
I'm 20.
That's it.
29. And what do you do?
I'm in finance. I'm a financial advisor, and then I also am a personal trainer part-time.
Okay, all right, cool. And what do you look for in a man?
I'm looking for someone who
Look,
has.
exposing.
Fair enough.
All right, just pause it for a
Okay.
second. Okay, so I
This is
mean,
getting
yeah,
too much.
listen, the first guy tripped me out, man. He said, "Look like you could beat me up," you know.
He's a punk.
She's a personal trainer. She's bigger than he is, but he certainly was intimidated by her. And to the second guy, when he talked about her feet, I mean, she's a big girl. She's gonna have some cadiddle hoppers, man. She ain't gonna have these little big Chinese feet, man.
Payne,
What?
Payne, I know you're old school, but these new generation, they look at feet. They want to do something with the feet.
No.
Right?
No. I'm not old school. We like feet back in the day, man. Women had feet back in the 80s. Stop. But the fact is, man, you got to take listen. I mean, what kind of feet was she supposed to have?
Like
So I
I
mean,
said,
the guy can have his preferences. He can have his
your
preferences.
kind of feet of the back in the day is not the same kind of feet of today's generation.
Oh, just stop it, man. Just stop it. All right. She's a nice.
And you know what? And what they call you, Adam. You tell me to stop.
She's a nice sized woman, man. She's not gonna have size 2 feet.
I know that, but their taste is not the same as your taste. Remember, your taste of the yesteryears is not the same as the taste of today's generation.
You're supposed to be critiquing the dudes, not me. Okay, so what you think about what you think about the honey?
The idiot.
What you think about the honey, man? Give me your impression.
First one.
No. Give me what you think about the woman.
The woman, she look like an 8.
You give her 8? Wow.
I give her an 8 because first of all, she's well put together. She's very articulate. That's number one.
Very one.
Nice figure, and she has things that keep herself occupied, so she don't have time for shenanigans. The first guy was well suited, well put together. Problem is, he got too weak based on one. They're both the same height when she's on heel. The moment he hear that she the person, the trainer, first thing came to his mind, oh shoot, I cannot play no game with her because she will fuck the hell out of me.
She might beat me up. You might beat me up.
So what he's saying, not to beat me up, put him to sleep.
All right.
Code.
Okay, let's
The second one look like, I hate to say it, they look like a guy in between time zone. He kind of look cool and chill. That's more relaxed looks. But when you talk about the feet, you disqualify her over the feet. There's nothing wrong with her feet. What kind of feet are you looking at?
That's what I said. You were giving me all kinds of shit. I'm saying, what kind of feet was he looking for?
And that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
What?
You don't see how people say your taste and your style of the yesteryear does not match with today's generation of men?
That has nothing to do with time, man. That has nothing to do with time. You don't think women had cute, ugly feet back in the dinosaur days?
Most guys in this generation are weirdos, okay?
I hear you, but I didn't get that vibe from him. He just was trying to find something not to. I mean, he can have a preference, Black David. He can have his preferences, right? Okay.
But for some apparent reason, some of the guys are copying the PD era of metrosexual nonsense. So I don't trust that.
Yeah, I hear you. I didn't get that from him, but I can dig it. What about the man bun guy?
The man bun.
Yeah.
How would I say this? He's suspect. He's well put together, but he's suspect. I don't like what his problem. I don't know.
All right. Wait, I can't even see the name that clearly, man. What you got up there? What's up, man?
What's up, our Payne? This is
That's
Andre.
man. How you doing?
Yeah.
All right. What do
I
you
had-
think so far?
Yeah, I watch these shows, man. These
See,
are some
he's
clown
laughing.
shows.
You even know he's funny. You even know the thing is funny because when you look at this guy, you start to scratch your head like, "Where's your brain at?"
And the stuff they say, man. So what the hell are you talking about?
See?
Like, do you like women? Or are you gay? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, answer this question: the guy who's got an issue with the feet. Is there anything wrong with her feet?
No, I don't understand what he's saying.
What make you think the guy is a suspect when he says such? What do you think he's thinking?
He must think he Eddie Murphy on Boomerang.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right.
like
man.
Murray said, you ain't effing her feet. What are you talking about?
See my
Listen,
point now,
man.
Payne?
Say what?
Point? See my point? He proved my point correctly. He's a weirdo.
I didn't say the guy wasn't a weirdo, but you know,
all these dudes on this show is a weirdo.
What did information man
Look,
just said?
information man said it. All these dudes.
Okay, hey, Black David, let's continue, man.
Okay, we will continue. You hear more.
Go on to our next guy.
Okay. Oh, not him.
And we can have your name and how old you are.
Yeah,
My name is Joseph. I'm 37.
Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk first.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I'm watching her eye language. She's watching this dark chocolate like, why can't you take me?
Let her finish talking first, and we'll get to it. Let her finish. Go ahead. Hit the start button, and then you could chime back in.
Start it again.
Yeah. Let it go. Yeah, she's not finished talking to him yet.
Everything you tall, and that not necessarily. I'm not going to skip on Blessed on a short king, but you got the whole package. You know, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, I was right.
Thank you.
Okay, now stop it.
I was right.
And listen, man. So these last three guys that she just the one who gave up, the two, he gave up because he was so insecure that he didn't even want the rejection. And she gave him almost the most flowers. Let me tell you. And then the other guy who said he wants a woman who's 5'4".
Yeah.
You know, first of all, you know, listen, I'm married, so I gotta temper my words and shit. Yeah, guys don't know how sexy it is looking a woman eye to freaking eye, man.
Yeah.
If a woman's looking at you eye to eye, you know, it's just a ultimate challenge. You look at her, she's looking at you, and you just stare her ass down until she melts and shit. I mean, come on. I mean, how you gonna pass that shit up?
Come on, Payne. Talk your shit.
You know, and then the big guy, he's looking at something on her wrist. What the hell are you talking about?
He look African.
It's like he looking for the smallest detail. Like what? It's like back to the feet comment.
Here's the problem. I believe that guy is African.
Okay.
African have them weird. I had to be honest. I know it would be bad. I mean, why are you attacking your own African brother? But my African brother could be weird as hell. He has some weird preference, or you gotta have it.
But my thing is, CBN, then don't come on a dating show where you're gonna get random people. It's not like you pick the people, you getting random people.
You need to go to the African version of this type of show, not the American version.
Yeah, I think I've seen that Pan-African show too. Go ahead, start it up again, so because we're gonna talk to the guys with the balloons right now. Okay.
And the other thing is, this is out of Arizona, so
let's give nobody this time, right? So we do have two balloons left unpopped. Did you have a question that you wanted to ask the two fellas left to help you narrow it down?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first question I had is about faith. What faith or religion do you guys practice?
Okay, let's start over here. If we can have your name and how old you are.
My name is Denzel, and I'm 30.
And Denzel, what do you do?
I work fully remote.
His name is trash. Daddy Dens.
For a digital mortgage lending company.
Okay.
I'm also in school for cybersecurity. I'm looking to get my security plan.
Answer a question.
Yeah, I
Okay, just because I don't
That's
have any
Ali.
kids.
Okay.
an opportunity to build a family. So we're
Good. Oh, she's
All
talking
right,
about
go
building.
for it.
You can
Hold on,
stop this,
hold on,
stop this,
hold on,
stop
hold on, hold on. Didn't I say a while ago she want that dark chocolate? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, you said it. You called it.
Yeah, she's looking up at. She liked this from the
No.
beginning.
She
It was in the
had
body language.
no, she had that look where I want to snack you right now. When can I start?
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and get in my bag a little bit. First of all,
Your
she
bag.
she just proves that all this horse shit that there's no eligible women in America. She's right here.
Absolutely.
This woman has
Tons
everything,
of
man. She's
tons of
29, no kids, educated, ambitious, banging,
love
cute.
God.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
The one
But
guy actually tells her, "You remind me of somebody that I'm scared of." What? What?
well, he was
What?
referring to someone who on an intellectual
Yeah.
same level with them and on
No,
living
Yeah.
the
no,
faith
no.
that
He
could
said
lead to
you remind
But
argument.
me of
just a minute ago,
somebody.
he wants somebody that don't need him. Like, what the hell are you
Yeah,
talking
well,
about?
what the hell
No,
is that
there are
bullshit,
guys, no,
man?
but here's the thing: there are guys like that who don't like to go to long debate that might lead to an argument. And what he referring to that
Okay.
he know to have an intellectual conversation that it can turn
No,
left
you
and
know,
based on his
He know he don't deserve her. That's what the real thing is.
yeah, man. Yeah, Black Davis,
no,
you're wrong
hold
on
on,
that,
hold on,
man.
hold on, hold on.
You're
Not that one.
wrong, though.
No, hold on. I want to rewind it back, but the third, no, with the second guy and the first guy, no, they don't deserve her, right? The one with the braid was doubting himself, feel like he don't deserve her.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
dude who was potential a IT specialist, right? He was trying to be like, I don't want someone who want to compete. It's like saying compete on the intellectual. There's nothing wrong with compete with the intellectual. It's a good thing, but for him, it might be a negative thing to him. That's what I picked up on.
Okay.
All
So,
the other ones that are playing that game with themselves, they'll feel kind of intimidated. Look at the first one.
he,
Oh, she might,
he
oh,
was
she might beat.
going.
She
He
might
was
beat.
going.
What do you mean she might beat you?
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? She came
Well,
out feminine as hell.
wait a minute.
Uh,
Black David, first of all, we can't go no further than you saying this guy he didn't want to get into an intellectual conversation with her. First of
yeah.
all, she doesn't look like a woman who's going to give him black girl magic bullshit, right? If she's going to get a conversation with you, it's going to be something that's beneficial for both of you.
You're
This
right.
people are kids.
And you're
This
right.
kid, this
He
what?
jumped the gun. He is jumping the gun. He gave up
I'm
that.
talking about the guy who had the balloon who said that she reminds him of somebody in his past. That's what women say to men, man. What
It
the fuck
is
did
all
that
day
come
long.
from? I mean, okay,
He's suspect.
Black David, let me ask you a question.
That's
You ever
suspect.
turn down wait a minute, man. You ever turn down a woman because she reminds you of somebody in the past? Who does
Hell
that?
no. Hell no.
No, it don't make no sense to me. Because you know why? Because they can be identical. They cannot. Everyone's different.
No,
That's
nobody
logical.
is the same.
I'm a logical person. That don't make no sense.
Oh my goodness, man. Let me tell you again. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let this guy speak. I'm
I
gonna
would
say this
not
one more
turn
time.
down someone and make that type of statement because he sounds stupid. As an IT specialist myself, and he comes to my arena with that type of mindset, I will call him out.
He's
Yeah.
stuck on the IT. He's stuck on the IT professional.
Network plus, security plus, cybersecurity. Okay, and you sound like that, dude. You wearing panties?
Oh man, that is funny. That is funny.
Tell you, am I wrong? Tell me if
No,
I'm
you're
wrong.
not wrong.
No, no,
You're
you're
right
not
on.
wrong. Okay, so Black David.
Hold on.
Well, okay, hold on for what? What are you talking
Somebody
about?
agree with me, and who agree with me? Thank you.
Oh, hands down.
If look what Richmond just said.
Most of them dudes
Okay
on
then.
this
Yeah,
show
we
is
all
feminine.
said that, man. We all agree with that.
Yeah, because they don't sound
No,
confident
he
in their
come off.
answers or the questions they ask.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is if we could okay, let's wrap up this honey for a second, right? I'm gonna say it again because I was trying to keep this light. Every time I hear a man in these spaces that tell me there's no American black women left that is marriage material, that's a lie. It's always been a lie. And if you repeat a lie often enough, you begin to believe it. Because
And I
this
get it.
woman is a
I get
perfect,
you.
wait a minute, man. This woman is a perfect example of that. Even if you got to go through a whole bunch of riffraff to find a woman like this, it would be worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the reason why she was hard to find. Two key factors people didn't pay attention to. She said she's a financial advisor, right?
Yeah.
The second part, she says she's a part-time personal trainer.
Okay.
She keep herself out of trouble. You have activity that keep you out of the trenches. Wait for idiot.
You got that right.
Right.
And I guarantee you can find her in the gym or at church.
And bingo. You know how many people
Yeah.
have been
Okay.
met in the
So
gym?
yeah. All right. So what are you talking about? It's not like she's invisible.
No, it's not that you're invisible. To strike a conversation without being, I'm looking for the word, being a jerk.
Okay. So now
I-
you're saying all men are jerks?
No.
Kind
Let me
of,
explain.
but that's another story.
Terry, listen to this. If you've been to the gym in modern time, you work out in the gym and you see a beautiful lady right there. What I've observed, a lot of guys don't know how to approach a woman in the gym without coming off too overboard or being creepy.
Yeah, wait. Why are we fixating on approaching her in the gym? We don't
No,
have to
because
approach her like she's trying to work out.
no, hold on. I used to work out in the gym and observe
I
what
know
happens.
that, but that's the only place you could talk to this woman is in the gym. I mean,
Yes,
No. You can catch her
because
in the
Brian,
grocery store.
I mean, we're using an
Terry,
extreme example. When
Terry,
they go in there to work out, you ain't supposed to be trying to talk to them.
Terry, explain to him.
Hey, I
I
feel
think I
like
just mixed
wherever
it
you
up.
meet a beautiful woman, you should stop.
You know, but I hear you. But you know what? I mean, I think she would have been a keeper. I think my man was smart getting that balloon back.
Yeah, he was very smart.
Okay, he African smart. He realized, don't.
Now he's an
actually
African. He's African smart.
You were being too picky. African
Yeah.
men could be African
She
men are
ain't
too
got nothing on
picky.
the wrist. Like, what the hell?
That was so
the dumbest
stupid,
damn
man.
reason.
Here's the problem with African men. They have these overboard standards. Sometimes they need to pipe down with it.
You ain't in Africa. You in America, dog.
I know. Terry,
Nothing to do with him being in Africa. That was stupid.
I know that very well. But one thing about
No, I'm not saying to you. I'm saying to them. They need to understand.
I mean, look at her fingernails, man. Her fingernails are nice
African men, no matter where they go
manicured.
to,
They ain't long.
Look at
They
her
ain't
teeth.
ratchet.
Teeth is beautiful.
Oh my God, man! What the hell? Hey, my wife, I'm sorry, man. I'm crying over this woman.
He's not sorry.
Forgive me in advance, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Jesus
My
Christ.
wife, like, how good is she look
Adam.
Adam?
He is not sorry. That's why Payne nickname is Adam from now on. That's your nickname, Adam.
Okay, so 30. The next one is 3125.
Welcome to the stage.
Trey Ferg.
Well, before we leave, Trey Ferg, did you look at
He
this?
ain't in the heavenly skies. You see him?
Did you see any of this, Trey Ferg? I can't hear you. Hello? Trey, you're on mute.
Can y'all hear me?
Now,
Did
you see any of this? Did you see any of this?
From heaven, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, I'll tell you before I answer. You need to stop looking at young tenderonis, boy. You need to stop.
You know what, man? I hear you. I ain't gonna say nothing else. What you got on it? What you got on
came
top?
down from heaven.
You are like me, man. You are like me.
Trey Ferg, you're a
get-
floating head in heaven.
You gotta recognize beauty
He came
when it's
from
there.
heaven.
You gotta recognize beauty. That's one thing I can do, and I appreciate what you do. When beauty's there, you recognize it, whether it's for you or not. There ain't nothing wrong with recognize it, because y'all ugly ass niggas want somebody to say y'all cute and date y'all little ugly ass. So just recognize beauty and accept it. You know, but listen, I've seen these videos. I didn't see to this point right here, but
I did. That's
pretty much the same premise of them all.
Yo, it's a premise. You know, I didn't watch this, but this one they have a lot. They have some other people try to do this, but their show is all over the place. Right? Ratchet Kids, right?
You got that right.
This one is a lot more organized.
It's
the
clean.
system to put this together is clean.
Straight
These
to the
guys
point.
are professionals, intelligent. So that was good. Man, first of all, take this woman off the screen before I get in trouble, man.
Yeah,
you know,
go ahead.
31 to 30
cloud.
The tall one in the brown dress.
Yeah.
I'm climbing trees. I climb trees. I got a big ass grip. Yeah. My wife would be like, "Yeah, boy, look at this." I'll be like, "Yeah, she can get all the hands and the feet."
Oh man,
because I'm playing.
Easy money down there talking about me lying. Okay, so
What?
So let me before we get started. So I got another lady coming up. It's not. She's not. Don't start yet. But it's not. 3125. She's not as sophisticated as this one, but she's professional. And look at these guys' reactions to her.
I can see them.
Do they wait? Hold on. Do they redeem themselves, or not? Or their reactions more or better? Right here. This one. All right. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go.
Someone who's masculine and can fit my submissiveness.
Okay.
Yeah, you
And
didn't go
so
back to
we
the
did
start
get
before they
some
look, they
balloons
all popped their damn
popped
balloons.
here. So let's go over to
They
some
all
of these
pop
guys
their
and see what's
balloons.
going on.
You jump.
Okay, why not?
Tommy, please come up,
Same thing
please,
with the
Tommy.
attraction. I guess it's just like the physical, like the face.
That's cold for
Not that
Martin.
he's handsome.
He talked like cold.
Yes, of course. But just not there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Let's go on over here. If we can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping.
My name is Obi.
Hold on. What that's on her leg?
Just. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be like, I don't know, one of them style type things. I don't know.
She's trying to be a stripper or something. I just picked up. I'm
just play it.
I'm 30 years old, and I popped because I heard travel RNs. You know what I mean?
You don't like nurses?
I mean, nurses, they get the bag and all, but you traveling, so
okay,
you know what I mean. They just like flight attendants.
I don't disagree with them on that though.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, they on the apps.
You want to roll
you know
all
what I mean?
these
They
time?
trying
Go
to
ahead.
meet
I got
people
you.
everywhere they go and all that shit. So.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying travel RNs have a bad rep. That's why you ended up popping.
Yeah, I used to mess with one, and it was that kind of time. Just kind of all over the place.
He's right about the travel. They make YouTubes about them travel RNs, man.
Beautiful though.
They stroking everybody in every port.
She look like she thick. I mean, she my type for real.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, International.
Okay, and now is Obi.
What I see.
He's cute.
Nice. So if you were to approach you, you'd go for that.
Response.
He better holler at that after the show.
Just not. I don't see anything as a long term. He looks kind of old. May I ask your age?
Ask me anything. I'm 30.
30.
Yeah.
Oh, no offense. You don't look 30.
Okay, thank you.
He do look old as fuck for 30.
Honestly, but yeah, that's just it. He just looks a little older than what I would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, Black David, stop it for a second.
You can have your name, age, and
Stop first. Okay, so we got through 4 guys, right? Everybody popped the balloon, so she's gonna go through the list. Now, the thing is, once she's a travel RN, and she likes to have one night stand. Yeah. And so the second dude who's told her, listen, man, I ain't gonna get with no travel RN because I know what kind of game you on. He knows what he's talking about. Because she didn't hesitate to say that she'd be busting it out for a dude that she likes, even for a one night stand.
Yeah.
It was no hesitation. Listen, man, if I like you, I don't want to call him. I'm not going to give him no disparaging name.
Payne.
This show
Payne.
Yes.
Elder Payne, aka Adam. What's on her thighs?
That's might be a pair of jewelry. There's some thigh jewelry, I think.
Yeah.
That let you know she do one night stand.
That's like this thing. They can't tell about
that. Okay, Trey. Let them fool you. Let them fool you, Trey. Let them fool you. I used to work in the hospital. So I know about that thing. Let them fool your ass. Okay. Carry on.
What about a toe ring? Can you tell her she's like if she wear a toe ring?
Toe ring, not
toe ring. They freaky as hell. The toe rings.
But that right there, that's suspect right there. I'm out. Even intentional quiet storm thinking the same thing. That looked like I thought that was fat. I'm like, hold up. Why is that close right there? Like, what are you trying to signify?
But
okay. She might be. I'll give you a little bit of that BMU. BMU, Black David. I'll give you that. But the point is, there's nothing more telling than her admitting that she'll bust you down if she likes you for one night. That you don't need those. She can put all kinds of ornaments on. You don't even have to take the clue. She just said, "Yo, if I like you, you can get it." We could roll in
the
the head.
That's her vibe.
The cheeks.
Man, come on, man. She can flute me out, and I'll bust her down.
Yeah, but you know,
Flute me out. She can flute me out.
That's Tommy B type of. That's Tommy B type of quick guy.
Weed out on my way out the door. What y'all talking about, man? Come on.
Oh my
You
God.
sound like a old ass
A woman still rank says a lot about it too.
This flew me out.
Yeah,
Anybody else have anything else? Or we're gonna continue.
Yeah, I would for sure knock it down. But the problem with the situation, huh?
I expect that from you, Tommy.
Oh, do you see that wagon she dragging? I'm for sure knocking that down. But no, I'm saying this be the problem, and this is what I be telling the dudes in this space. You hear what she say, and these goofy niggas are still trying to make a relationship with her, and then get played, and then be on this motherfucker talking about how women this and women that. Nigga, she told you what she about when she said the shit.
Absolutely.
But you decided to go past that red light, and you decided to try to make her into a housewife. And then you try to act like you forgot she told you what she was about on the first day. You don't got to be mad at her. You pull her to the side, you go knock her down, and you keep it moving. You ain't got to argue with her. You ain't got to. That's all you got to do. But the problem with these dudes is they will hear this girl tell you that straight to their face. And just like how the women do, they will do. Because maybe this is a chick that's probably better looking than any girl they ever fucked with. So, I'm going to change her. No different than the niggas that go to the strip club and say, you ain't got to do this type shit. Fuck out of here.
The nurses traveling, not nurses in general, but traveling nurses especially.
Nurses in general, Payne.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, but traveling nurses, especially, they got a man in every port, everywhere they go.
So when you come to
my and they put it on YouTube.
And how you sure you're not maintaining?
So when you coming to my town is all I'm asking. I'll be ready for you next Thursday at 7:30, and we gonna get it in. And I gotta be at work in the morning. So by midnight, I'll be back at the house. Sleep.
If she ever landed Oakland International Airport, I'm telling you right now, I'm flipping. The Hilton is right up the street, baby. What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so Black David, roll the tape, man.
They give it up.
Why you ended up popping your balloon?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
These niggas.
What's understood don't need to be said.
Yeah, them teachers
So,
give me
but you
wild.
my speed as far as looks. When you said that, I was like, her mind is different.
Man, these niggas,
don't
know what the fuck they want.
No, because I mean, honestly, if I may respond, if a man is looking for somebody who is feminine, I mean, I have no problem saying that I am feminine because I really am. I really am looking for a dominant man because I am soft, sensual, feminine, submissive.
I'll never say that.
Taking whips and chains and shit, man.
Alpha.
No, she wants some nigga say, "Bring your ass over here and lay the fuck."
When you're in my presence,
that's what she wants.
Protected.
I hear you.
I feel provided for. All that shit.
That's
I know.
You
I
feel
mean,
all that.
she
wants somebody to grip her up.
Like,
Shut
this
your
is the
dumb
type
ass
of man
up.
that I would want. A man would know. Oh yeah, I'm that. I don't have to prove it.
So we can.
But I
agree
just
to
point out.
disagree.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I just point out.
Thank
That's
you.
what I want.
All right, if we can have your name, your age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Why does he play with his face?
Hold on. I wanted to stop on this one. Is he
Well,
wrong for saying that? Because you don't have to speak it. You show based on your action. Yes or no?
I agree. You don't have
No,
to say feminine.
Yeah, he's right. He had a point.
Characteristics.
But
he's right. But she never asked for somebody to say that they was dominant. She just said that's what she want. So I'm kind of confused on why he took it that way. She didn't say, "I need you to tell me I'm dominant. I need you to tell me you alpha." She just said, "That's what I'm looking for," and he took it as like you're supposed to say, "Hey, I'm dominant." That ain't what she said.
But I disagree because she don't have to say I need a dominant man. She said I need a strong man who got goals, who's accomplishing their goals, that's on a straight track record, is getting things done. That tells you right there if the dude masculine or not.
Man,
yeah, but I think the word dominate is triggering you for some reason. Because what's wrong with her saying she want a dominant man?
But
that's something inside of you. Because none of the other men took dominant that way.
But I don't think you need to you don't need to say you feminine.
But
be feminine.
But see, here's the thing. I think some people miss on this type of platform. I don't see a problem with her saying that because now I'm watching her. I'm listening to her. She can say whatever. but I'm looking at your actions. And what would get me when she said she want a man that's dominant? I'm cool with that. You can be as masculine as you want.
Let me ask y'all this:
dominate.
would you not be watching her even if she didn't say that? You still
Yeah,
be
I'm
looking to
watching
see if
her.
she was
I
feminine
mean,
already.
the name
But
of the game is but if you advertise something, it's gonna make you pay attention more. So when she advertised I'm feminine, oh, let me see how feminine you are. Now I think you do kind of gotta. If we got a whole manosphere and we're literally talking about how women aren't feminine, then of course it'd be smart for you to sell the fact that I'm feminine, and then it'd be on you to show that if you can in however much time that you got here.
That's
She can
slave
bite
wife.
me, suck
That's
me.
slave wife.
She can suck all my blood out. Suck all that shit out. Get it
There
out.
you
Get
go.
it out.
Uncle Ricky never missed a spot.
Hey, she a vampire.
All right, so we're gonna roll a tape. Let's see what the light.
Okay. Okay.
She just reminds me of an ex.
Oh, really? Can you describe her if you don't
that,
mind?
That ex is actually a nurse, a traveling nurse too. So I was like, oh hell no! If I could have popped twice, I would have popped twice.
Listen,
I mean, it's that simple.
the nurses are not getting love today. No, it's
I
okay.
was
It's
like
all
the
good.
most stress I ever had in my life, and I'll never do it again. So I don't mess with nurses.
I understand.
So why was it stressful?
Just
Because she
there
reminded
was
him
a
of
lot
his
going
ex.
on, and then you know what I mean, like the whole thing of she would say little take little digs at me when she got mad.
Oh, I thought the traveling part is what
Yeah,
was stressful.
talking about like I don't know, I might have to get up on something else when I'm out of town and blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, well shit.
That's not the type of girl I am.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah, you one night stands, baby.
That's
What
what
you
it
gonna
is.
do?
Your type?
You just told the
No,
dude you're
just-
gonna have a one night
just
stand
looks
with him.
older. Oh, may I ask your age?
I'm 37.
Okay, yeah, he just looks older than his age. Unless
Okay.
that's in a. Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep this in mind. I think Trey was right. It's a show. I would rather a woman come out and tell me exactly what she wants. The more she talks, the more you can examine what she is and who she is and what she may be about. So when this woman comes out and says that she wants a masculine man, she's pretty much telling you what she wants. I mean, that can come in many different packages. So I would like women just to be blunt and honest and not waste your time. These guys on the show, I've been watching the show for a while.
Okay.
It's pretty good, but these guys here are goofy. And I gotta keep this in mind.
100.
If they were to take this show on the road to a Los Angeles, a New York, Atlanta, where brothers have a little bit more swagger, they're
Yes.
in Arizona, y'all. Let's stop it.
That's what
These
I
some
said.
Oh, yeah, that
filthy
makes sense.
Negroes from Arizona. So come on now, Arizona don't have no reputation
Hell no.
for cats. I mean, these dudes.
Arizona got like two
cats.
cities.
Right, man. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I watched they got a British version of this, but it's a young brother that runs the show where he has a younger generation of people on there where the girls pick the guys and vice versa. And that's even got more swagger. They had more swagger than these individuals. So I don't understand. These guys seem, what I think is these guys seem intimidated.
They do.
They don't look these women in the eyes. Even when it's the guys picking the women, they talking low, their head is down, no confidence. I mean, what's wrong? The other sister that was on there, I found her attractive. You could tell that she works out. See, women that work out, they do tend to have thicker body parts in their thighs and legs because they're muscular in certain areas of their body. But I thought she was fantastic. These dudes seem to be intimidated, no confidence. I don't even know why these women would even want to pick.
But you know what information, man? These are the
sir.
type of niggas I see a lot in this space, and when I point that type of shit out, they take offense to it.
Well,
but I'm like,
guess what, brother? Keep telling the damn truth.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'll be trying to explain to them that you can kind of see some of this shit even through the panels, and they don't get it. And I'm just like, that lack of confidence, you can pick that up. And if I can pick that up, the women can pick it up. And that's why you're not having success, because the number one deterrent for a woman is an unconfident man. So if you come in there feeling with your fingers, looking down, my boss always told me, if you don't think you shit, why she gonna think you shit?
Check this one out too, brother. Did you see the episode? I think there was a brother that came on the show. I think he claimed that he was a pro basketball player.
Yeah, I saw that
guy. One of the lighter skinned sisters that was on there said she liked his his facial structure. But guess what? They all turned him down. because there was something about him. Well, what it was is, I don't think women are turned on when you talk like a robot. He was kind of like, my name is this, and yeah, I'm looking for this. They kept asking what he was looking for, and he talked like a robot.
Yeah.
Women want excitement. They want to hear your charisma,
Absolutely.
the way you move and talk. They want to see
you got
eye
to command the
contact.
room.
They want to see confidence in you.
Yeah.
And when you just talk like a robot and have no personality with that robotic, even a tall dude who looks attractive to them will still turn their coochies off. And it's
Dry as the
unbelievable.
Sahara Desert. It'd be so dry.
If we keep it real, that's everybody. I don't want a chick that sound like a fucking robot. That'd be a turnoff. Like, damn.
Exactly. Thank you.
Like, have some personality about yourself. Sheesh.
Right. So
shout out to Generation X.
I gotta drop off, but just keep in
All
mind
right,
as you
man.
do this tonight, man. You critiquing Negroes from Arizona?
Yeah, well, I didn't. Hey, listen, man. You know what? They have Negroes out there. They need to be critiqued.
They moved after Arizona. They moved after Arizona for a reason. You just don't. Niggas just don't go out to Arizona like, yeah, no. It's a reason why they out there.
Well, Arizona and Nevada is the two places that niggas from Cali go to when they pretty much
Well, let me
outcast.
tell you, yeah, but I hear you, man. But I really put this up there, man, for that first sister.
Washington State's the same way. Take it as you will. It's also a place where you can have your way with the Caucasian type.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As well as Washington State, a lot of the Caucasian types like the brothers in
Yep.
Washington State. They like them in Arizona, and they like it. Oh, check out what's that? British Columbia, Canada.
What you call it?
There too.
Minneapolis.
So maybe
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
With the black women coming on the show because
Them big white girls in Minnesota are aggressive.
Anyway,
as
man.
fuck.
Y'all take care. Peace.
All right, man.
All right.
All right.
Hey, good. Roll the tape, Black David.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And which part of Africa are you from?
I'm half Kenyan, half Ghanaian, so I'm like Eastern.
What?
She's one of yours.
Oh, she African too?
Yeah, she's
Hold on. Time out. Time out. Hold on. Half Kenya, half Ghana.
That sounds Nigerian to me.
No.
I'm only
that's not
joking,
Nigeria.
man.
That's
I
not
know,
Nigeria.
man. I'm only
That's-
joking, man. Come on, man.
That sounds like soul stealing. She gonna drain your ass.
We can have your name, age, and why you ended up.
Man, let's listen to this guy, man. Let me hear him, man. Hold on for a second.
She's very successful, but I appreciate that relationship, and I wouldn't want to compare that.
I don't feel like you would have to I mean, if it's childhood, I wouldn't feel like you would have to compare that.
Well, I know her now. It's just when
Okay.
I see you, I see her.
Okay.
Oh, get the fuck out of here,
That's like
man.
the other
What are you
boy,
talking
man.
about?
And now, does he fall into something?
You
that
look
you're
like
trying-
a girl.
One night stand, probably, yes.
Okay, and
Yeah,
why with this one?
that has nothing to do with Arizona, man. Just I don't care, man. These guys are lame, man. I don't care where they are.
Payne, I ain't never in my life heard niggas talk about the color a woman wore in my life this much. This shit is nuts.
Some Arizona niggas, man. They weird.
Guys who are at least a couple of inches.
I got it, y'all. She's wearing all black in Arizona. Something got to be wrong because it's hot as fuck out there. Okay, y'all got to rewind that and move that message out the way.
Understandable.
Okay.
But thank you so much for coming on. Let's go
Rewind
ahead
it.
and give it up for her, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, we want to see.
Yeah, we need to see that walk
I'll
right quick,
request.
but for information purposes.
No, we got to see that profile of that.
Let's see that walk, man. She gonna go keep it rolling.
Yeah, we need to research.
Yep. You're doing man just that, cuz.
I'm right there.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
You know what? Right. Oh.
That is unfortunately all of the balloons popped.
Oh,
We
them
weren't able to
thighs
find
match
that
too. That's
today.
real.
And that is understandable.
You are not cool
But
people
thank you so
after.
much
I
for
can't
coming
take
on.
you
Let's go ahead and give it up for her, man. Thank you.
Your
Y'all better
butt
be
is
lucky,
the way,
man.
though.
That's it there, man. That's it. That's it. Oh my God, man.
Tommy, if I go to Africa, Tommy, if I go to Africa with you, you will have me on the ground laughing. You know that.
Hey, listen, Black David. I listen. I done knocked me down to Ethiopian over there, boy. They built just like that too. Lord, they whoo.
That's what I
Man,
was saying.
Yo,
You gonna
Dre,
have
tell
your
God.
laugh like an ass. God
what
gonna look
Trey
like you
first?
like touching your neck.
Okay,
I
so
don't even listen. I don't even need that kind of pressure in my life, boy. I've
you better
been
be glad
certified
you
for out there.
so,
brother.
so just to recap this one though, what we found
Go
out is, before let me now, hold on for a second, gentlemen. Just to recap a little bit before I let everybody go. I mean, say what they have to say. Your traveling RNs, man, have a real bad rep, man. That's the one thing that seemed like universal. The thing that these guys got in trouble when they started comparing her to old girlfriends and saying that, right? I mean, I could just say,
Yeah,
listen,
that
I
was
don't.
weird.
That's just weird, man. I'm never, who compares a new woman to the old
Oh no, she
girlfriend?
didn't. No, she didn't.
For
No,
them
she did
buns.
not. Because what you just said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think the last dude said like a childhood girlfriend. That was real
Man,
weird.
come on. Yeah,
I
man.
thought you start eating ass, you be eating forever.
Got enough
Oh
money.
That's a lot of
God.
I
ass.
got the hammer. I got the hammer for
Oh
all
God.
that.
You definitely
Oh
gonna have
God.
to have some reach with that one, boy. There's no doubt about
EMU.
it.
But all,
EMU.
you
I'm
you
with
know that the truck drivers got the same rep though. If you're an on the road truck driver, they have the exact same rep as traveling nurses.
Yeah, but they're men though.
Yeah, I know. It's oxymoron.
man.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all looking
You
at
can
this
say
all
it's
wrong.
oxymoron, but they need dick just like we need pussy.
She told you what she wanted. She said
No, man.
one
You
night
passing that
But
man
what
stand.
I'm
Yeah, we're
saying
doing
It
that.
is,
ain't the
listen,
same, dog.
Yeah, it's not the
you can
same.
say it
You
ain't
can
the
stretch the
listen. You
coochie
can
out. You
say it
can't
ain't the
pull
same
it.
all you want to, but that type of thinking is the reason why
No,
niggas in the '60s was taking care of somebody else's baby. Because you
no,
gotta look
brother.
at the reality, not how it should be.
No, hold on for a second. Here's why it's not the same.
Oh,
Because women don't judge men who get ass on the road the way we would judge women going from port to port getting ass on the road. That's
Nobody
why
does.
it's not the same.
But if you
Men,
keep it solid, you can say dudes do, but they really don't. And when I say that, I mean because
what
they
do you
still
mean?
get chose. Now you got a certain type of dudes that will 100%, but you still got niggas going in the strip club trying to wife them broads. So
No,
we
I
could
mean,
try to make this.
you're moving the goalposts, man. We're talking about people who travel, right? Women don't judge men about sex the way we judge them.
Not at
That's
all.
all. We
Okay,
think.
so look, R-Pain, this is what I'm saying. In this space, we've already established this. Most niggas don't got access to sex the way that they portray that they do,
Okay,
right?
it's a new topic.
So, okay, no, I'm wrapping it all the same. So this talking point, as far as like niggas care so much about body count, it sounds great in theory, but the problem is most niggas not getting pussy. So if she's offering the pussy, most niggas is gonna go goo goo gaga because they ain't even got access to the
Well,
shit in the
listen,
first place.
Yeah.
we care about body count, but we're not going to ask you your body count unless you flaunt it all over the damn place.
No,
If you flirt with every dude we see, like what the hell is going on here?
no. Listen, gentlemen. Men don't give a shit about body count if they just want to get some pussy. They only care about body count if they want to wife you up.
Yeah, they trying to wife him. I agree.
Okay,
That's
but
a
R-Pain,
different.
this
That's
was
a
my
whole
point when I
different
said
thing.
earlier. When she literally came out and said the part about the one night stand, my point was it's a lot of niggas that would hear that and push past that. A lot of niggas would.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah, they
disagree
cast
with
it
that.
down.
Okay, that's
I
telling you the
don't
body
disagree with
count
that.
right there.
No. I hear you. You're just trying to stretch it to say that you're right. We're talking about men really don't give a shit about body count in general unless they want to claim you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Trying to
If they don't
stamp
want
your
to claim you, you can fuck everybody. I don't mind being on the Rolodex. Listen, I had the pleasure of being a side dude before I got married, and it was a pleasure.
You said
Right? I didn't give a shit, man. You okay? When you spun the dial, and my name came
The
up. I
truth
was
is, most of
down.
us been side dudes. We don't even know.
Yeah, I mean,
But
come
what I'm
on. We don't
saying
give a
is
shit.
most guys don't have that access. So most guys are moving out of desperation.
I
So when
agree
you
with
hear
you.
like when you hear Hemp say that by the age of 35, most niggas body count is 8, that means niggas ain't fucking like they saying they fucking.
Okay, so that's another topic.
No, but what I'm
I
saying,
agree with
no.
you.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because then when you come up with somebody that got a body like that, that's cute in the face, niggas will make a lot of concessions for that shit.
She
Now,
was
if she was some big booger wolf, 100%. But the same way that money is for the same way money works for men, looks work for women.
Okay. Okay, listen. So if you're trying to say that she'll find somebody to wipe that shit up, I would agree with you. Okay, but we just saw a whole bunch of it's loser dudes, man. Turn that shit down. They didn't even want to stroke her. I mean, they're gonna play. None of these guys even wanted to say, "Hey, listen, you know what? I'll go out with you a night or two, man, and knock it out."
They were scared of her. They were scared of our Payne. She said she wanted a man to dominate.
Everybody ain't gamed up.
The word is not laced up. If somebody said they want me to dominate things, I ain't gonna take off my shoes and socks. What you talking about? I can leave my Timberlands on.
Yeah,
man, I can cut your weave off. Come on,
man. But let me ask you, Trey Ferg, did you put the bread back there as a phallic symbol?
Hey, because I want the buns. Come on. But she said it. She said it. And then 2 men later, I'll have a one night stand. One, what she's doing, she's telling you what she's going to do when she's on the road. So if a guy who has the leverage, she's good for a rotation. You can put on you can put on your rotation.
Absolutely.
And not even question. You just tell her, don't your ass bring me back no fucking diseases while you out there on your road trips.
Yeah.
And every time I see you, I got a 3-4 pack for you. Matter of fact, bring some from the hospital.
Listen, you better put a rubber on because you know.
Man, I'm gonna put 2 of them on. What you talking about?
But Trey Ferg, that's my point. That's player shit. Most niggas ain't players. Niggas like to get on here and they try to portray that, but most niggas ain't players. Most niggas ain't got a rotation.
Well, hold on.
8 women at 35, you ain't had no rotation, my guy. When I had a rotation, I could have 8 in a month.
But see, this is how this I can say. I'm gonna say this, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. You Gen X? Are you Gen X?
I think I don't know what I don't. I was born in '82. I don't know what gen. I mean one of them.
Damn, no, you one of them. You shit. You
I think I'm a tweener.
Yeah, you're a tweener. Yeah, but listen, Gen X is if it was 10 Gen X,
he's a young Gen X, I think.
If 10 Gen X dudes would have been like, yeah, it'd have been 10 balloons up there when she walked through. Because we know what we're looking for.
Because we walked around, this is what I tell people, because we walked around with notepads. We walked around aggressive.
Bro.
We walked around looking for those types right there. Like that what she said was like what we wished for in our dreams. Exactly. One night stand, bitch, sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, when she said that, man, I said, "What you got, man?" She said, "You would be good for a one night stand." Looking him right in the eye, man. I said, "God damn!"
All right, I was when I found another balloon and blew that bitch back up.
Man, I was exactly. Yeah, matter of fact, let me blow it up. I'm gonna tell you how strong I am. I'm gonna blow it up.
She gonna be softer than pink, cuz.
Anyway, she can come over with them scrubs on, and I'm gonna scrub her ass all through that hotel. Come with the scrubs on, and
I'm for sure gonna fall asleep on that ass. I'm telling you right now, roll over right quick. This about to be my pillow for the night for sure.
Hey, Antoine, what's going on?
Did she start farting, cuz?
Oh yeah, that's out of pocket. Yeah, she get kicked out for that.
At least I know African ad are the best natural one you can find.
Listen to that, man.
Oh, Black David. I'll put a woman south of the Mason-Dixon line up against any African woman, and they're gonna give them a run for their money. Any woman,
I don't know, dog. Listen,
hey,
I thought the same thing. And when I went overseas, dog,
let them know. Let them know.
I seen a different kind of black woman over there. I'm talking about natural hair that's long as fuck. Dog, I seen dark skinned women with green eyes. I was like, nigga, not contacts.
Yeah, they got that.
I mean, talking about dragon wagons. I mean, it was just like, and mind you, remember our generation when we grew up thinking about Ethiopia, we saw like the little bony kids. Oh no, they lied.
Oh yeah,
I'm here to tell you they lied.
They lied. They ain't want y'all.
Oh my god,
John clanging dudes running over her.
Yourself. Let them know the truth.
Man, them dog.
Those
I just
trick-
went over
those
there. I
trick
just had
me
to.
and
I had to
trigger,
take a
hey,
deep breath.
Trigger. Oh man, sheesh.
But hold on,
Anyway.
Tommy was
let me
here
ask
right
y'all
now.
this
If he
though.
was stuck in
Go
Africa,
ahead, wait, hold
he
on,
ain't
hold on,
coming back.
gentlemen. Hold on. Go ahead,
Hold
go ahead,
on.
go ahead.
You know, when any of y'all was younger, when any of y'all that went on this damn show and humiliate yourself like that, chicks popping balloons on you
Hell
and
yeah, girl! I
stuff
see
like
you
that.
peeking, but you ain't speaking. What's happening?
I wouldn't have
No,
went on there.
it'd be
Back
different if you popped the balloon, but would you allow the girls to pop the balloon on you?
Well, you don't have no
I'll do
choice.
that too. I mean, I just like I'm like.
Nah, that's goofy, man.
No, see, that's the first point, right? When the first girl came out, right? There was no way I would pop the balloon. She would have to eliminate my ass. She would have to eliminate me, man.
Yeah.
Any of them, man. Eliminate me, man. I'm staying until you eliminate. If you
Then
don't
got like
eliminate
5
me,
more girls left.
You gonna have to eliminate me. Exactly.
eliminate me, man. Shit.
Tell me I ain't your type. Okay, then fuck it.
I think the problem with the TV shows like that though is it lightweight be peer pressure. So like
you're right.
Say if
You're
you
right.
come out and like the first 3 pop their balloons, now the rest of them gonna be looking like, well, shit, if they pop their balloons, do I want to be the one stuck with it? Yeah, you feel me?
That's another zesty shit, man. Because women do that. You know, when women see, so when men do that, man, I wouldn't expect it for men to be like that. For women, yeah, but for
These
men,
niggas nowadays, I expect, they soft as hell.
man, shit. You know, it's
I
unbelievable.
see, did you see the
man.
one clip? Hold up, R-Payne, did you see
Yeah.
the one clip of the show where the dude was like, I think it's what his name, Nalamore or whatever his name is, and he was like, y'all can pop your balloons whenever y'all want to. Everybody started popping their balloons because the joint like trash, and the one bull popped the other bull balloon. He said, yo, did you have
Yeah, I saw that one. I did see that one. He said, "Did you just pop that guy's balloon?"
That's that hater shit. Like,
And the
she could pop
comments is
her
on
own balloon.
fire,
Mind your
though.
business.
The comments is on fire. They was like, yo, he tried to help my man. I was like, you don't want that, cuz.
No, man. Listen, bro. This is the dynamic that we in because of, and Dre Terry, you seem like you probably about 30 something.
I'm 40.
Okay, so you that first generation of my what I call the crack era baby.
Oh my God, here we go.
No,
Oh,
but
no,
it's just
for sure. That's us.
it's just the time frame that you were born in.
Yeah, go ahead, Trey.
This shit was taking off. You was a kid. You saw the neighborhood get destroyed right in front of you.
Yep.
We were going off to college, joining the military, trying to become adult men. My generation X. But I have friends that got children 40 years old. We the baby daddy generation. Because they was telling us, go to fucking college. They put all this candy in the world in our face and said, go get that shit. You can go to college and spend $1,000 a year and have your degree out for $5,000. That's the way it was. You can go get a job making $40,000 at all the factories. That's the way it was. They realized that we were graduating high school at a high rate. They realized we was going out here being productive citizens.
I was simple, man.
Yeah, but Trey Ferg also, y'all was also the customers. So when I got to the age to where I'm out there on the block, your generation was the customers. So
yes, everybody who stayed got caught up in that shit.
Absolutely, 100%. But I think, because that means you what 83, Dre Terry?
You ain't got nothing for a player.
Dre Terry, you what 83?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so I'm 82. So around like 80, I say about like 80 to like 85 is just. I think that's that we had the best of both worlds because we had the upbringing of like the old days where we still remember the phones with the cords. You know what I'm saying? Before it was pre-beepers and cell phones. Video games wasn't popping like that, so we were still outside. But we were actually coming into our own when all of that stuff was being incremented. So we literally got the best of both worlds. Like right after us is too much technology, and before us was no technology. So we like right in that sweet spot.
And the females that were coming up with y'all, they started getting a little bit more loose, a little bit more wild. Y'all start seeing a little bit more ass, a little bit more titties. They started being
Trey Ferg, I'm gonna have to say that's cap too because I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. I missed Freaknik by 2 years. So you know what that means? That was y'all generation doing that shit. That wasn't us. Y'all taught us.
man. I never made it. I never had to. It was Freaknik every state I went to, brother.
Listen to him. You still, and then you say in our generation.
Everywhere. You did not have to go to Freaknik. Everybody, y'all better go check y'all mama's.
Yeah, we still had
hidden
him though. We
closet.
had Uncle Luke and all that.
No. Dre Terry, I'm not saying we didn't have stuff. What I'm saying is it started before our generation. When I was so like when I talk to like my cousins that's like around like upper 40s and 50s and they try to like talk and I'm like, no, y'all must have forgot. Y'all, I remember I was there. Y'all forgot what y'all was doing. I remember my brother taking this girl back to the crib. Like I remember the actions that was going on back then. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all was outside.
That Trey Taylor, man, attacking the married brother, man. You know what?
Yeah.
He said, first of all,
I'm
married, he gonna be a simp,
attacking the
married.
married. Y'all signed up for it.
So you know,
You literally went down to the courthouse and said, "Where do I sign up to be a simp?"
Get off my phone, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
First generation.
And then you had the nerve to bring a justice of the peace to come in there and confirm it. Yeah, I really want to be a simp. If you could get a justice of the peace in here to confirm it, that'd be great.
Married men can't be
Us married simps.
Yeah, man.
Us married simps.
Married simps. Yeah. Anyway, man. So, hey, listen, man. You know what, Trey, man. I wish you get married. I wish you get married so you can leave me alone. God damn it. You know. So anyway, so we can bother you because you'll be sipping your ass off, man. If you ever got married.
Why would you wish that on me?
Yeah,
that's
man.
just,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's the meanest thing you've
I know,
ever said to me.
Anton.
That's the meanest thing you've ever said.
Fire with fire.
I'm just trolling. He said you was on the first sent on the transatlantic. Oh my god!
I was staring at that goddamn show.
And knocking something down the same day.
Hey, listen, man. So the guys didn't really impress anybody, man.
Hell no.
Yeah. So I mean, you know what, man? I don't watch that show religiously, but I might have to start looking at some more episodes. But the first woman, she just caught my eye. That's why I even did this. One. But we don't have to belabor that point too much longer. Any final thoughts? Who's on it? Who else is? I can't even tell who the hell is on it. Trey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you see how much of it did you see?
I didn't see any of it. I don't watch that show. I think it's something sincerely wrong with men who decide to go on a dating show like that. I think mentally something's wrong with you.
I agree.
I hear you. All right, hey, but Terry, what you got, man? Final word there.
Listen, I'm totally with Trey on that. If you gotta go on a damn dating show to meet chicks, when there's women all around, you go to the grocery store, you go to the gym, you go to church, you just go to any community groups, or go to school, nigga. Shoot, it's plenty of women in school. Like, come on, dog. It's not that hard to meet women.
I hear you. Trey Ferg. Anybody else on the phone?
Yeah, I think y'all looking at it wrong because number one, this ain't nothing new. They had the fucking dating game back when these guys were coming up. Again, older guys like to forget what they came up on. The dating game was before us.
Watch the dating game.
So this shit existed. But I don't think the purpose of people going on these game shows is necessarily like, I can't find a chick, let me get on there. It's just an experience. Motherfuckers will go on there and try the shit out. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do think to a lot of these women's credit, though, look at the selection that this woman had to pick from. And this is what a lot of women are trying to express to y'all. These niggas ain't out here the way y'all describing them. They just had a long line of niggas, and all of them was fucking weirdos. I think we all pretty much agreed. So I think a lot of times y'all kind of got to give these women grace. Like, these is the niggas y'all telling we should get with and lead us. And it don't necessarily got to be specific to these directly. But, I mean, if you got a whole long list of these dudes right here, and we literally one by one was looking at them like, yeah, you niggas is kind of off.
Yeah.
Imagine being a woman having to try to date and pick between these niggas. You feel me? So that's all I was saying.
I want a woman that dominates me. What the hell are you talking about, nigga?
Well, that just lands to my point that there's something wrong with them. If that's what she had to pick from, then that just makes my point that there's something wrong with them, and that's why they're on dating shows. Men who have their wits about them, men who are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't have time to be popping balloons on no goddamn show. I don't have time for that. So that goes to show these
Somewhere
dudes
hands
are
on
not
me.
right in the head. But I will say this though, this a match made in heaven because the women don't be about shit either. The problem is that the women have an overinflated sense of self-worth that they think that they better, but technically y'all two peas in a pie, y'all fit. That's why both of y'all on the same dating show. That's why y'all there, right? If I went to Comic-Con, right, and I met a woman at Comic-Con, aren't we built for each other? We met each other at Comic-Con. That you're right. Like if I met a woman that I love WWE. If I went to Monday Night Raw and I met a woman at Monday Night Raw, we probably built for each other. She like what I like. We probably both weird as fuck because we like wrestling. Yeah. Right?
But you know what? That's a good point, Trey. Because the one criticism I had of the first lady is, why the hell are you on that show?
Yeah.
I mean,
because she a weirdo just like the rest of them.
I don't be calling my girl a weirdo.
But again, R-Pain, y'all looking at it. R-Pain, y'all looking at it as if they're on there from desperation. I don't think they're on there from desperation. It's just an experience. Because this is my thing. Like what Trey just said, you wouldn't have time for that. Yet we're in a space where we have niggas that's literally on YouTube all fucking day.
True.
So how don't you have space to be on the show? But these niggas is on YouTube damn near 24/7.
No, let's be honest though.
That's a specific issue. That's a case-by-case basis. That depends on the person. I'm not on YouTube all day.
No, you aren't. What I'm saying is when I say that, you know what I'm talking about.
So if somebody was on YouTube all day, they would probably be fit with a woman who's on YouTube all day.
Yep. Or it's on social media. Because YouTube ain't nothing but
I don't know how the fuck that will work. Because I'll be wondering how some of these husbands be knocking their wives down if I see you on screen all the fucking time.
It'd be couples. One is on the panel and the girl in the chat. His girl in the chat. It happen all the time.
I mean, if you on here making money, I look at that different. Like if you actually have your own. I'm talking about the niggas that's professional panelists that literally sit here and go show to show because they ain't got shit going on in their life, but to be on panels complaining about shit. It's like,
I agree with you. You're getting paid. That's a completely different story. I agree with you on that.
Okay, so Trey Ferg, what you got?
Man, look. You know, I don't know. The fact that we got into a space where, you know, we doing these type of little panels for people to hook up, you know, it says we still got a lot of work to do. It's just unfortunate that we're in this space. While I see, you know, nobody can find anybody that's suitable for them because everybody's looking at it as the glass is half empty. Whether you listen, at some point we all age out. Just be real about it. I never wore glasses till I turned 45. I never wore glasses. I had 20/20 vision, so I never had the pains in my back that I have now at 56. So at some point, you just going to have to make a decision. You want to do it by yourself or you want to do it with somebody who's willing to bring something to the table. Hell, make her pour all her fucking Halloween candy out in the fucking living room like you used to do as a kid. If she's not willing to do it, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Move on. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be married, cool. If not, it takes a different type of guy, especially the older we get, because we all are set in our fucking ways.
Yeah.
And you gotta be willing to, you know, see what you want. And if it's not for you, there's nothing wrong with it. Be single. But remember, the next dude can come along and steal your girl. Or your wife too, if you ain't did the appropriate steps to get her together.
Mr.
So
Bennett,
be careful, fellas, to be careful. Don't have no babies out of wedlock. I don't care if she giving you a one night stand. You better put 2 condoms on, bring it up, all that shit, and dominate them. Look, I ain't gonna call them no name, but dominate them when you get a chance to. Dominate their ass. Put that shit down and get up and walk out like I'll holler at you. So don't be like, let me take you out to eat. No, you ain't eat. You gonna get all this meat on an empty stomach. I'm done, man.
Out there, man. What you savage and shit? God, me. Give a chicken a hamburger or something.
No, hell no. You get that after. Shit.
Hey, listen, fellas, man. I appreciate you guys coming up, man. So, Black Dave, you can give me the middle of the screen so I can say my parting thoughts and then say good night to the chat and everybody else. I thought this would be interesting and kind of lighthearted show, so we don't have to, you know, really get too serious about anything. But So I appreciate you guys coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a funny show. Well, let's be honest too, though, about one thing. It ain't nothing wrong with being on YouTube all day because streaming is where everything at now. Nobody wants to watch TV or cable. That's just boring. Sports is all about money now. These cats don't really want to play ball no more. So it's not wrong with being on streaming service.
Yeah, as long as you have something else that's you're doing productive.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's a problem if you ain't making no money.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a problem if you ain't living fucking life, bro.
It's one thing if you at your job and it's just sort of playing in the background. That's fine. You at least making money. But there's guys out here, to Tommy's point, that are on YouTube all day and they making no fucking money.
Yeah.
And they be the main ones on these shows popping balloons, looking like weirdos.
But even beyond making money, live life, bro. Experience it. See, that's another part of the game. What do you have to talk to a female about if you sitting in your fucking house all day looking at a computer screen? That's why you're not interesting.
True. Exactly. And Trey, you set a great example. Your ass be at the gym. You should have 5 single ass niggas. Y'all should be strong in the motherfucker out there. Y'all ain't getting no ass. You should be lifting cars and shit. You should get a move fucking first night out. Put on some weights and shit. Y'all motherfuckers is fat, overweight, crying. Johnson. I can't feel my Johnson. These women ain't shit. Lose a little weight, man.
Trey Bird, I can't see that motherfucker. Fuck Philly, they can't see it.
That motherfucker is 20 years old, 25. Shit. Stick your chest out. Get your titties off.
Stay with your chest.
Like I say all the time, Trey Bird, for a lot of these dudes, a couple flights of stairs will kill them. They'll die.
Come on, man.
So walking up a couple flights of stairs would destroy him. I oftentimes I look at these guys and I wonder, you got to be attractive to the woman too. It's not a one-way street. She wants something to look at too, and a lot of dudes are not really giving a woman much to look at. And it's easy. I think it's easy for us to go at these women and say, well, she's this and she's that, without turning the mirror back on ourselves and looking at us. I'm bald, so I had to take the attention off my head. I had to figure something else out. You know what I mean? Because I don't have no hairline for you, sweetheart. So at least I got some muscles. I give you some muscles, but I ain't got no hairline. You know what I mean? We have to make ourselves attractive as well. It is a two-way street. I will say this though, because you guys are talking about women being intimidating. I don't find women intimidating. I will say this though, there are some qualities that come along with women who think that they're intimidating that are just like flat out annoying, and you just don't want to be around them. Like there are a lot of women that have these qualities where it's always a competition or it's a challenge. They want to fight you on everything, even when they did wrong too. And you can show them like 3 or 4 different ways of how they're wrong. They want to fight with you, and then when you say, well, I just don't want to deal with her, I don't want to talk to you, I want to move on. It's, you just intimidated by my intelligence. No, that's not what it is. You're annoying, and I don't want to be around you. That's what it is, really.
We get a little bit of something every year, man. A little bit of something, everything here. Anyway, man, there's solutions. But hey, listen, too bad you missed the first girl, Trey. It would have been good for you to talk about her because there are some angels still out there. There are some angels still out there.
Yeah, 2%. I told you, 2%.
I think it's a little bit more than 2%, but that's all right. But it ain't 20%, but it's a little.
I'll bring the math down to you one day, RP. It's like 2 to 5.
You know what I got? I went to Medium Man. If you ever been to Medium Man's channel, because he does a lot of statistics.
Yeah, he does a lot of statistics too.
Yeah, he had one he put behind a firewall where he said how many, after you strip out all the poison from both black men and black women, he said there's 900,000 eligible black women with no kids of childbearing of marriage age, and 1 million black men. That ain't good odds. So you probably right about your 2%.
So how do you even come up with that number?
Yeah, 5 things, right? Women who are not on drugs, women or men not on drugs, women and men without kids, women and men who there was a couple. He had like 4 or 5 factors that that would be like turnoffs on both ends, right?
I will say this though, Payne, it is a little bit subjective, right? Because for some men, some things are going to be acceptable, and for other men, it's not going to be.
He was just doing hard numbers. He was just doing hard numbers.
Right.
But it was good because he used data, not just from one source, not just demographic, black demographic. He used like 4, 5, 6 different sources, and he spends time doing that shit. That's why he put it behind the firewall.
Don't you think it's kind of hard to come? I'm just wondering because a lot of people use statistics, in this space, and I'm kind of weirded out because number one, I'm at home and ain't nobody ever called my phone asking me questions about my situation ever.
No,
So I
he
don't know where
did
the number
some
comes from.
research, man. He doesn't. He's
But
not. He
no, this
didn't-
is what I'm saying. Even like what you said with the drug use, right? It's a lot of functional cokeheads out here. How do you find out that they snort coke? You get what I'm saying?
No,
The
you're
weed
right.
heads.
But he's not asking. He used statistical data from reputable sources, and so if we're gonna question the reputable source, that's just a different conversation. But I do hear what you're saying. But he's just trying to strip the emotions out of it because he judged the men and the women exactly the same, and he's just looking at numbers.
No,
Just
I
looking
get that. I just, for me, it just gets weird because it's like, if I was sitting at home and say like every 2 weeks somebody was calling me for a poll or something, then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's where they get them numbers from. But like, I'm 41.
Yeah.
I may have gotten a phone call from the census once in my life. So I'm like,
Nielsen
there are people who do sign up for this stuff. Like,
no, absolutely. And
yeah,
but
like,
what I'm saying, I would think that that's a small pool of people.
They make extra money doing it. Like they have like people who do product testing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
all that
absolutely.
type of stuff.
Yeah, but
So
that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
in my
guessing
head,
that's
that
where
would
they
be
get.
a
I also
small pool
know
of
they
people.
pull from the CDC and the National Health Survey and all. Like they pull from those numbers. I will say this though. It is subjective. Like for me, 80% of Black women are already disqualified because they're overweight. You know what I mean? But that's me specifically, right? And then when you add in single mother, that's me specifically. That may not be the same for somebody else, right? They, weight might not be an issue for him. So that pool is larger for him,
Payne,
right?
look at the fact check.
The single mother might not be a big deal for him. So his pool might be larger.
Trey answered your question. Medium man, not media man. Medium man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He uses a lot of statistics to sort of prove his points.
Yeah, so he goes there. All right, gentlemen, let's call it quits for the night, man. I just want to let you guys know, like next week, next weekend, Black David, you there? I don't know where he's at. Anyway, next week I'll be
Black David.
That's a healthy woman you got there, Trey Ferg. She ain't missing no meals.
No, not at all.
I got the cheese out there in them scraps.
So next week, man, we're gonna be. I have my next video next week, and for everybody to be prepared because I'm trying to work on it. Like, if you had the power, what laws would you change?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, if you had the power, what laws would you change?
No taxes to Black people.
Well, hold
No
on.
taxes.
I'm just trying to end it. We don't have to get into the conversation about it. Just think about it. So it's next week at 7:00. So here's the deal. One of the things I think is, what can Black men do to move the needle? What have we done, and what can we do in the near future to move the needle? And this is so next week will be a little bit more political, and I'm gonna try to keep it kind of light because it's just an idea I have. Everybody can have their own ideas, so we can kind of attack the message without attacking the messengers and shit. Because everybody's gonna have their own ideas, so we could just kind of chop it up. I have a few things I'd like to see implemented. But I think the number, everybody knows where I stand. I think the number one thing we could do to move the needle as Black men is in November this year.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
For the Democrats. We heard you already.
That's right. That's right.
We
make them national news in every state across the nation. They'll blame it on us, and we hold our dicks together and say, yes, that's right. Hold on,
vote Democrat, right? Vote Democrat.
No, make news everywhere. Anyway, man, so that's just, we don't have to get into that one. But listen, hey, everybody in the chat, all the guys who came up, thanks for joining in. It sounds like you were a tried and true Democrat. You 40 years old. Let the years hit you. You'll figure it out, Terry. That you've been voting wrong all your life, like I have. Anyway, so but just don't wait till you're 65, man. Just don't wait till you're 65. All right, with that, everybody, listen, good night. I don't know where Black David is. Hey, take us out of here, Black David.
Where Black David is.
Yeah, man, take us out of here, brother. I'll see you all later,
man.
I appreciate it.
All right.